but yeah, the right to work comes here. Any other?
Social justice.
Yeah, social justice. It could be the other side because it's access to remedy, isn't it? Which is a political process. The courts. And then shelter. Now, the problem I have with the term shelter is that shelter can be anything, isn't it? Inaweza kuwa a small structure, but nowadays in the human rights language we talk about adequate housing. Adequate housing. Adequate housing means what? That's another term, decent housing, adequate housing. It simply means you cannot live in a place where you cannot access health. As in, if you have a house, you should have a house that has proper drainage, right? A house that you can access water, you can access a market, you can access a hospital, you can access a school without struggling. That is what we call adequate. It takes into consideration all those factors. That's from a human rights perspective. Sawa sawa. So hizi rights zote ni gani mnaweza toa then tuseme hizo zingine ziko you can live without? Which life can you live, which right can you live without here?
Education.
Education.
Yes.
Nowadays, education is basic. That is why we have the Basic Education Act in this country, and primary education is basic and compulsory.
But you can do without it.
No.
You can still live.
No.
You can live.
If you are okay, let me answer him. I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
Let me answer. This is the idea. Geoffrey talked about living a dignified life. You remember that?
Yes.
We talked about a dignified
Life.
Dignified life alisema ina encompass vitu kama nini? Having a good house, isn't it? You live in a good house, you put on nice, you dress nicely, right? You can access medical care when you want. You can access, you can read books, right? You can speak English. Tunaelewana? You can speak English. You can differentiate between a motorbike and a bicycle. Sawa sawa. You can differentiate between a lorry and a small car, and you cannot confuse a train and a trailer. So you know what you are doing. You live a dignified life. Now, minus education, you become a zombie. Do you know what a zombie is? You exist, yes, to the extent that you are human, but you never enjoy these other things that other human beings are enjoying. In this country without education, who are you? To be very honest, you're almost, actually you are nothing other than just a human being with life, isn't it? So education gives you that ampex, the impetus to now dignify your life. That's why don't ever tell somebody you can stay without education. It's horrible. Watch some documentaries on YouTube wenye watoto wanakaa huko kwa kijiji wenye hawajaipata nini ya kwenda shule. You won't even like it. And that's not what we are promoting. We are saying, look, everyone has to live a dignified life. Tumeelewana hadi hapo? So what are we learning from this? There are 3 sets of rights. There are 3 sets of
rights.
The first one is economic and social
Rights.
Then the second one is group rights. Then the third one is yes. But one thing that we must also understand is that I spoke about the indivisibility of rights. Indivisibility of rights. Kumaanisha mtu hawezi kuambia tunakupea zile na tukunyime hizi. It doesn't work like that. They go in tandem. You must enjoy all your rights. And for those who enjoy group rights, you also must enjoy your rights in those places as groups. Tumeelewana hadi hapo? Iko sawa mpaka hapo? Good. So let's take our seats.
Kuna mtu aliandika right to vote.
Yeah, the right to vote is right. Ana si wala important right.